Hey, it's your girl Barbie J. Welcome to my channel. Hey there, my Tyler Perry Sisters fans. It's your girl Barbie J here, and I am sharing with you that 1 minute clip that we saw online on social media. Okay? We see Zach and Aaron getting at it again. It seemed like they're in the hospital and there was some type of debate because Aaron's always trying to say that Zach is a bad role model. But people do change, you know what I mean? So he needs to stop that. And people get upset because Zach keeps reminding Aaron that his wife killed herself because of him. But you know what? When you insult somebody and tell them one way, I know you're supposed to go high when they go low, but sometimes you need to hit them the same way. I'm sorry, it's petty, but you know what? Maybe that'll stop you from saying negative stuff about me, and I'll stop telling people that your wife killed herself because of you. You know what I mean? Then we have a scene where it looked like Aaron and Karen is about to kiss, and she's talking about it was nice having somebody defend her. I'm like, what did Zach do to not defend her? Maybe Fatima said something and they back to being upset because then you see a quick scene where Karen is saying, Fatima, are you pregnant? That means Zach must have opened his mouth and said something and spilled the beans, whereas Fatima's face looked like she was pissed that Karen knows about it. We see Danny on the floor when her therapist Creisha runs in there. Instead of her calling 911, she calls the therapist, I guess. I don't know. Then there's another scene where Rich is opening Danny's apartment door and you see Tony come running in. So I guess she had called Sabrina and Sabrina probably came over with, Rich. We also see Fatima and Zach telling Andy they don't think that Penelope stabbed Gary, And then Andy sees the chart that they put up, and all the prime suspects, and she sees herself up there, but she is a suspect. I don't know why she thinks she's not. What else we see? Gary and Hayden are talking, and then we see Hayden and Hudson talking, and Hudson's acting like, oh, why are you so worried, Hayden? You think Gary's gonna remember what you did or something like that. I'm like, please, boy, please. And then we see Robin and Agent Watt talking. So, and then we see Andy asking Robin, why did he decide to take over the case for Penelope? And she asks him, did he stab Gary? So there's a lot going on in here that we got to see. So what I've decided I'm going to do here is that I'm going to be changing the voices and the sounds so that I can play the entire clip so that YouTube doesn't block the video or shut it down. So enjoy it, and then I'll give you my 2 cents on some of these scenes that we're seeing here. So
we got a confession. Case is officially closed. Penelope Williams has been arrested near fatal stabbing of Gary Warner.
What? That's crazy. I don't think Penelope did this. Why did you agree to represent Penelope? Did you stab Gary?
Keep talking about some now. Should I know her? Should I know you? How about why are you afraid of what Gary might do? See that you didn't want me in the good. You got me stuck.
Was nice to have you able to save me. I don't know where this is going, but I like it. Are you pregnant? Are you sure you wouldn't rather discuss this to be private? I think I'm having a heart attack. Danny, what is going on? Everyone could have had a motive, including me.
It was a woman. Tyler Perry Sisters returns Wednesday, January 1st.
okay, y'all, so that was a lot to take in that was happening, but y'all know, let's not even get excited. It all seems so exciting, but when it comes time to show those episodes, We always seem to get let down, don't we, y'all? Put it down in the comment section if you agree with me. It's for some reason they could put it together, making it look like, ooh, season 2B or whatever, 8B, whatever. Part 2 is gonna be all that for season 8, and it just don't happen. So we're starting off with Agent Watt and Robin. We see them with each other, and he's saying he got a confession, so the case is closed. And Agent Robin is looking at him, and they seem like he's kind of smirking and smiling. But this might happen to go over to him showing up there to represent Penelope, which we see a scene there with Andy asking him why did he agree to represent her and stuff. Did he stab Gary? I said, oh no, she didn't go there, but yes, she did. She sure did. And I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was him, because we did say it could possibly be Robin. I wanted it to be Jasmine, though, because now that we have Gary at the end saying it was a woman, I'm thinking Jasmine. I don't think it was Penelope. I don't think it was Andy. It wasn't Fatima. It's got to be some woman from his past that maybe we don't know about, and that's why we can't figure it out, because they said it's going to be somebody we don't know or at least probably think. But my thing is Jasmine. It's always been Jasmine if it was a female, and Robin if it was a male. It being Hayden. Hayden's a punk. I don't think Hayden got it in him, but he was mad enough to do it. So that is a thought. What else did we see? We see Zach and Fatima watching it on the news about Penelope being arrested for the murder of the case. And they're looking at each other like, hey, wait up. That is not making sense. So then they sit there, and then you see Karen saying something is crazy. I don't know what she's saying is crazy. I don't know if she's supposed to be talking on the phone with one of them saying that she saw the news and that's crazy about Penelope, or she's talking about something else that transpired between, at the hospital with her and Zach and Aaron. But anyway, back to this. We got Fatima, Zach, and Andy talking about Penelope and how they're saying they don't think that Penelope did it. And then they're giving their reason why. They show them their board that they put together. And Andy is looking at it, talking about, wait a minute, you got everybody on here who had a motive to stab Gary, including me. It's like, yeah, because you did have a motive as well. So, I don't know if they're going to work together with Andy. That would be nice, and try to figure it out. But then we see this clip of, and even though Zach and Fatima seem like they're leaning towards it being Hayden, because because of that video and what Zach overheard him saying, that is a possibility. It is a possibility, but I doubt that's it. But we see the scene where Fatima is fixing Hayden's tie, and I'm like, why is she fixing Hayden's tie? Is he going into court or something? Are they meeting with somebody? Why is she being that nice to him? Unless she's being nice because she about to set him up and get him taken down. She want him to look good when he get arrested or something. I'm just saying, y'all. Because Fatima sneaky as hell. Y'all know she is. And then we have Robin is talking to Penelope while she's behind bars. And Andy asks him later in her penthouse, why did he agree so quickly to represent Penelope? And she said, did you stab Gary? I said, oh, and you should see Robin's face. Robin's like, what are you saying? Are you kidding me right now? But Robin, let's be real, baby. Baby. I don't care how good looking you are. You could have done it. You could have hired somebody to do it. You're looking guilty. You're coming here just in time to save Andy. You know what's going on with her. You've been following her around. Come on. Everybody, put it down in the comment section. What do y'all think about Robin? See, my two picks, like I said, was Robin and Jasmine. So we shall see next season, hopefully. Now, of course, y'all know the last episode ended with Hayden with a pillow over Gary's head, like he was going to suffocate him and smother him. But I told y'all, he a wimp. He ain't got it in him to try to kill nobody. He all talk and no action. In bed, too. In and out of bed. So, anyway, Hayden and Gary are talking about Tamara, and Gary's like, Hayden's like, I'm here to talk about her, Tamara, and he's like, should I know her? And he's like, wow, like now you gonna act like you don't know her and you were cheating with her? And then Hayden asks Hudson, how bad is it? And he's like, why? Are you afraid of what Gary might remember? And then it shows Hayden walking out. But I'm like, why Hudson doing that? Hudson trying to act like he's not the one who's guilty from it. You know what, y'all? I know I kept saying Robin, but it probably was Hudson too. Especially now we know he's talking to somebody else, talking about we might have a problem. That was in the last episode as well. And what I'm noticing, if the rest of y'all haven't noticed, is that Hudson is giving more attitude to the people that Gary was closest to before he got stabbed, and that he knows that Gary was doing wrong. So he's giving Andy and Hayden, it seemed like, most of the heat and most of the drama, because he allowed Penelope and Tamara to come in there and say and do whatever. But those two, he got a problem with because they probably are closest and know Gary and know that they could probably catch whatever it is that Hudson is doing illegally. Those are the two who are the attorneys, so they could catch him. And I think that's why Hudson fears those two and wants to keep them away from Gary. What do y'all think? Put that down in the comment section. Now we have Zach and Aaron facing off in the hospital. You know, it's like I said to y'all earlier, Aaron always comes with these sly remarks, and he knows they're going to get under Zach's skin. And Zach don't know how to hold back when it comes to Aaron, because he might still have a little bit of jealousy against him or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's jealousy or he just pissed at him. The way he always tries to make Zach feel like he's lesser than him. And I don't appreciate people or like people like that who always think they're better than somebody else. Because there's always somebody better than you. So you need to roll it back and stop. And Aaron has a way of doing that. Whether anybody agrees or not, I notice Aaron has a way of doing it. And it's not cool. So telling him he's a bad role model is not a nice thing to say. Reminding somebody that their wife killed them because of you, yeah, that's a low blow. But you know what? Maybe you're not that great of a role model if your wife is killing herself because of you. What does that have to say? But anyway, and Zach didn't know about his kids and this other child or whatever, and he's trying to do better. At least he's trying to do better, you know. And then we see Karen answer Fatima, "Are you pregnant?" Which means Zach must have opened his mouth and said something and spilled the beans, because the look on Fatima's face looked like she didn't want anybody to know or want Karen to know, probably until she had her child. So everybody is saying Karen's going to change into that same old person after she finds out that Fatima is pregnant, and she ain't going to be happy. So we're going to see what goes down with that. But then you see her in her house, her apartment, saying, "It was nice to have you there to defend me." And that was, she's talking to Aaron. And I'm sitting there going, why did Aaron have to defend her? Who was attacking her? As far as we know, Zach and Fatima and Karen were all on the same page and things were working out. So what went down and what happened now that could cause her to need Aaron to defend him? Aaron was always trying to defend her. Always. And she was sick of him doing it. She couldn't stand it. I did a video or a short of her eye roll, always rolling her eyes at Aaron. She couldn't stand Aaron. Now all of a sudden it was good to have you there. And I think Sabrina got in her head. Sabrina with the having somebody there to be with you, to raise you, or having a boyfriend around the kids. Sabrina's an idiot too. I'm sorry, y'all. But her morals is mixed up. You don't need to have a man there just to be there with you, and it could be stressful. You know how many women and relationships break up because of a baby, because of children, and they separate because one can't take it, and they want to raise their kids different ways. There's all kind of stuff that be going on. So then we see something Pam is saying to somebody, "I don't know where this is going, but I like it." So I don't know if she's talking about something she heard Karen talking about her relationship, or something that her and her man are talking about, or something's going on. But it looked like there's a man standing there, so I don't know. Maybe she's talking to Aaron, and Aaron saying he want to do something for Karen. It could be anything with Pam. Anyway, but y'all put it down in the comment section what y'all think. But I'm still with this Karen about to kiss Aaron, and I guess they gonna get back together, and that's why they kept having that scene 2 episodes ago with Sabrina asking her about being with a man and not being alone. Now we have Rich and Sabrina, and they're in front of the doctor, and he's like, "Give it to us straight." And the doctor's like, "Are you sure you wouldn't prefer to discuss this in private?" And I'm like, uh-oh, I told y'all his men ain't gonna be working, his soldiers ain't gonna be marching. I knew something was gonna happen, and she gonna have to run back to Damani and get his help. And Rich is not gonna be happy about that. I'm telling you, he's gonna feel like a failure. He's gonna feel bad, and it's just gonna be drama and stress after that. I'm telling you, I know that right now. So then we got Danny. She thinks she having a heart attack and she calls Creisha instead of 911. Girl's crazy. But then you see another scene where Rich is opening Danny's apartment door and Tony comes running in there. So I guess Sabrina called him because Rich wouldn't be there unless Sabrina's there. So Sabrina was there for her friend, and hopefully it's just a panic attack that she was having and not a heart attack. Because if it was a heart attack, I think the ambulance should be there and not her friends, okay, and therapists. Then we have Andy spraying that man who was following her. And I guess she sprayed him with mace in his face and then happened to be doing one of those punches that Fatima taught her. And it hit him. I guess it hit him there and he fell down. But that was a big dude. That shouldn't have even touched him. He should have been able to block that, if anything. But they want us to believe that that's what went down. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? But we'll see how that ends up. I can't wait to see how it's acted out. Because we all know that Tyler Perry does one take, but there ain't no way in the world he could do one take with that, with Andy having to act out, beating up somebody. So we'll see how that goes down. Then we have a scene with Tony, Rich, and Jordan at a bar drinking, and Rich is saying, I can't believe it. Now, Rich could be saying, I can't believe it about Penelope because he's looking at Jordan. Rich could be saying he can't believe it that his soldiers ain't marching. You know, they all could be sitting there saying they can't believe something. Tony got to be saying he can't believe that he caused Danny to have a panic attack. Jordan about his sister. It's just so much going on. These scenes, we don't know what could be happening, but I'm interested in what all of you have to say, what y'all think. Put your 2 cents down in the comment section, please. Then we have Andy telling Jordan she may have made a mistake. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's trusting Robin. Maybe that's trusting anything, doing what she did to cover up for Gary. And she may have made a mistake going along with him instead of telling Jordan the truth from the beginning. Yes, you made a big mistake there. And one of the last scenes we see is Gary telling Agent Watt that he saw who stabbed him, and it was a woman. So, like I said, it has to be Jasmine because it wasn't Fatima, it wasn't Penelope, it wasn't Karen, Danny, Andy, Sabrina. It wasn't none of them. Okay, so y'all put it down in the comment section what y'all thought about this part 2 of season 8 1-minute clip. Give me your 2 cents and I will see you all in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. It's your girl Barbie J saying seasons, greetings, and happy holidays. Peace.